still don't see the real picture. Somebody said, Bruce, it could be roads, not just pipes. Oh yeah, say it all the time. Yes, absolutely. I hear you guys say it all the time. Not just could they be roads, it could be highways, tunnels, corridors, pipes with liquids, because I don't want to rule anything out. And yeah, no, guys, you have amazing feedback. This is how I do my research, along with your help. I get feedback from a lot of you. We're seeing 90-degree angles here too. This is pretty intense because the roads or pathways that we're seeing here are definitely constructed. There's that gap that I showed you yesterday. So now we're closer, and we're not just going to get closer, we're going to get a lot closer, and we're going to turn the image around. We can only get in as close as we can see clearly, but wait to see the other angle. These are roads or pathways, connections, like I always say, whatever they may be, maybe pipes too. Look at them. Isn't that something else? You could see the elevation where it's pointing, the purple arrow on the left, pointing downwards the tunnel. Okay. Just like strings over a guitar fret, just going right by, sideways, lines going the other way. We wonder what all the piles and piles of dirt are doing up there. Well, obviously, that's what we're seeing, that different texture. One of many other elements, that are running over top of these built objects. Somebody said to me just yesterday, maybe it's a war, Bruce. That's what the lights look like. I saw it way back. You guys saw it. Many of you see it. There's that light moving on the surface. Let's see that again. The light is moving over. Well, actually, we won't have to see it again. We'll see more. Just look at the lights. Spot one. Look at it, what it's doing. It's not just a flashing. They're moving. They're interacting. Something's going on. There are big, bright flashes that are happening quickly on the surface, and we're inside of Aristarchus crater, now plunged in as close, well, not yet actually as close as we can, but we're getting there, and we see a movement under the haze in the bright section of Aristarchus crater where the telescopes have a hard time seeing. Bring down the exposure and look what we're looking at. We're looking at activity, movement right on the surface of the moon. I showed these yesterday. Someone said, where is this? Southern Highlands. That's exactly where we are. So if we were to keep the theme of war, well, soldiers, jets, I don't know what these are. They're a lot faster than our jets, that's for sure. This is in slow motion. It's no satellite, that's for sure. So these objects, which people tell me they're only satellites, well, no, because there's a directional change. Could these be some of the lights that are on the moon that are coming to Earth? A lot of theory, but makes you wonder. It makes a whole bunch of other theories come into mind. So if we stay in the war theory, if there's a battle up there, could this be a craft on fire in the air and another one approaching it? I mean, think of it. We're seeing straight up live footage on the surface. Where there is a battle, if there is a battle, there are soldiers, right? And usually when there are fireworks like we're seeing now, if it was a battle, theoretically, we're just talking theoretically, this could mean that it's an advanced race, right? Because, I don't know, they don't look like they're riding around on horses right now. What about this? Think war again. If that's a bomb or a projectile that was just launched, we'd have to see something appear. Oh, there's smoke and cloud on the left. And look what appears on the surface. 3 lights you can clearly see. Watch this. There's a massive light that appears on the surface in slow motion now. And now look at it toning down as it's either extinguishing itself, a projectile, a UFO, an anomaly, who knows. It's on the surface of the moon. And we're talking about the theory of, is there a possible battle or war up there? Well, let me tell you, this is a UFO on the left, on the right. Again, lights are coming from these objects on the moon. Now let's go see the live video frames of this occurring. On top of getting proof about that, well, to give us indication that there could be a battle or anyway someone up there, we see objects leaving the moon, and we even see some sometimes arriving, which I'll show you in a bit. Yes, you've guessed it. This is the object arriving. It's a UFO, and it's one of 2 UFOs, like you'll see in a bit. As the UFO is descending under the haze, notice the lights are also descending simultaneously, thus proving you know what. Here are those 2 UFOs I promised you. West of, yep, Sinus Iridum. Sinus Iridum, I'm going to narrow up on it. It's just to the bottom right there. And look at all the elevation. Not for nothing, China did not land there. Need I say more? Doug Bunez and C. Crawlface. Thanks, guys. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. I love that guy. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. And they're mining really up there. And they're mining on the moon. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. It's fire. Really up there. And they're mining on the moon. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a